actress and singer Samkelo Ndlovu recently started a non-profit organization called the Samkelo Ndlovu Foundation, which aims to help women as well as children navigate the scourge of gender-based violence. Samkelo says she wants to start by helping women as well as children affected by the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. She joins us now to tell us more. Very good evening to you, Samkelo. Great to have your news at Prime today. Great initiative, the Samkelo Ndlovu Foundation. What brought this about?
I would say that in my, long-awaited journey into philanthropy, I really did have the chance to kind of, introspect when the first hard lockdown was imposed on us. And I really got to think about, how lucky I was to be in the situation that I was in, to still be able to, make an income, whereas other people were losing jobs and, people were dying. So I put action to my words and to my thoughts that I've thought of all these years and all these ideas, and I really put pen to paper and made it official, because I felt like once I made it official, I would be forced to do this on a larger scale. Not to say that I haven't been helping in my own capacity without exactly publicizing it. I definitely felt I should, make it official, make it, put it in the right legal ways and be able to get help so that we can help on a larger scale.
So talk to us about the exact type of programs that you want to be focusing on. Your focus, as you say, largely on women and children.
Yes. So primarily our foundation focuses on supporting women and children from previously abused backgrounds or disadvantaged backgrounds. But right now, primarily, as we've begun, we are focusing more on the leaders of child-headed homes. Now, these are children whose parents are deceased from COVID or anything else that I guess parents could pass away from. And so these kids are pretty much left at home, left having to take care of their younger siblings, and they've had to take on the role of parent. Now, what we do is that we come in and we really offer support for these kids, and we allow them to still be kids, because it's quite important for their ultimate growth. So what we do is that we organize and we give them food parcels once a month, which is 12 times a year. We do stationery once a year, and we do school clothes once a year. And the response has been so amazing, because once we put it out there on social media that we really are looking for help with locating these children who are leaders of child-headed homes, our DMs were flooded, and now we are only happy to know who they are and be able to make contact so that we can begin fixing the most immediate problems.
And what do you have by way of support? This is a mammoth task, providing food, yes, stationery, clothes. What type
yes.
of infrastructural support do you have? Any sponsors, any Good Samaritans who've come on board?
Yes, so we've had some Good Samaritans who have come forward in their own private capacity, who have offered, things from distribution. There's people who've offered us masks. There's people who've offered us T-shirts and sanitizers. There's people who've offered us products that we could add to our food parcels, as well as the sanitary towels. A lot of the capacity that we have really comes from other people, really comes from people who are helping in their private capacity. There have also been some corporates who have, sent a pack of products our way, or, a pack of masks, anything that can help. And really, all we need is the most tangible things to help these kids. And then from there, they can obviously be part of part of our family, part of the Samkelo Ndlovu family. And, our support goes further than dealing with the immediate hunger or the immediate need for stationery and clothes. It goes as far as, for instance, towards the end of this Women's Month, we are having a career day where we invited a lot of girls from schools in the Alexandra Township, and we are going to have a career day where women in different fields are going to be there at the career day speaking and really sparking an interest for these kids who kind of sometimes don't know what they're interested in doing after school. And from there, we help them locate people who are good Samaritans, like you said, who would love to offer scholarships or learnerships or internships in their companies. So our help really, really goes further than that. And so, I would love to say it's from my pocket. It used to be from my pocket when I did it in my own private capacity. But now that I've, it's a larger scale, and like you said, it's a mammoth of a task. So we basically rely on the public. We rely on people who DM us, who come onto our page on Instagram, people who come into my page on Instagram or on Facebook, and they say, listen, we're a distribution company, or, we make food parcels, or we make sanitary towels. Please, can we offer? We'd love to be part of such a great initiative, and we are only happy to accept any help we can get.
You're using social media, which really has the extraordinary ability to reach people across the world.
Yes.
How are you planning on making sure that you are able to cater for those children and those mothers, those women who are outside of the Gauteng region?
Yes. So that's a very important question, and thank you for it, because I actually do need to clarify, because I remember once we put out one of our posts and we said, listen, please help us locate these kids. We just want to find them, and once we've made contact, we will do the relevant things. And I remember one person said in the comments, the one that I know isn't on Instagram. And so that's why I'm thanking you so much for this question, because I need to clarify that these kids, we know that it's not always so possible that they are sitting at home with a smartphone in the situations that they are in. That is why we ask people to help us in that way, to locate them. Because in your community, I'm pretty sure you know some kid whose mother and father died, who are now living in that house alone. It's dangerous. She's the child head of the family, and she's a she. And you know the stats in the country. So it's a scary thought, and the stories that I've heard are really, really alarming. They've really propelled me to take this task on first, more than the rest that we have. And so how we reach those people is by getting the people around them to speak to us, to tell us that I know a family named so-and-so, this is their phone number, this is where they live, this is how you can get to them. And this is how our freight partners and our courier company partners come in to help. They will say, okay, how many food packages do you need to be delivered to a certain place in a month or in a year? We'll work out a deal with you, and we'll pay them a certain percentage. And, people have been so awesome, Tammy, even when we went to go print our masks, that gentleman was so sweet. He really felt, this is a foundation. I shouldn't be charging you this much. And we've been so lucky. We've been so lucky to just be running into such good-hearted people.
I must say, Samkelo, it's such an amazing story to hear your journey, and just how people are opening up and reaching into whatever resources they have to try and make this dream come true, and really impact so many women and children around the country. Thank you so much for joining us tonight at News at Prime, and we wish you absolutely all of the best. May you get the kind of support that will absolutely overwhelm you as you reach out and make a difference in people's lives. Thank you so much. That's actress and musician, singer Samkelo Ndlovu. Great work being done during a time such as this.